Oh shit, here we go again.
Making errors, such as excessively reloading or carelessly rushing into corners, can impede your progress in Bloodstrike. It's worth noting that you're not the only one making these mistakes, even pro players can falter. However, the key lies in learning from these errors. Smart people capitalize on their mistakes to enhance their skills. So as a new player or an experienced one, you might have committed some deadly mistakes, but I believe some of the mistakes are easily correctable if we know how to counter them. That's why in this video I'll be showing you mistakes that you should stop making. The first mistake to avoid is not going for headshots. Some believe that because taking a headshot is difficult, it is not worth the effort. I won't lie and say that taking headshots is simple, because it does require some level of accuracy. However, that does not imply that you shouldn't go for headshots. If you believe that headshots are unimportant, then you should probably change your mindset and have confidence on your aim. Because the more you practice going for headshots, the better you'll get at doing it. Now let's have a look at the difference between a headshot and a body shot. A body shot does about 73 damage on basically any part of the body. Now compare that to a headshot that does 123 damage in a single shot. That's 45% more damage. So going for headshots will take less time to kill your enemies and help you win the fight. But let's move on to the next error. Running in the open is one of the worst things you can do in Bloodstrike. The likelihood of you surviving being shot from the left, right, front, and back is roughly 10%. Bruh. Furthermore, you really don't have any kind of strategy while you're in the open. In that kind of position, it's not like there's much you can do to surprise or flank your attackers. Thus, always ensure that your attack is coming from behind walls, trees, or rocks. And don't make the mistake of being out in the open, especially in the middle of the map. Another dumb mistake is trying to use your weapon outside its range. Imagine if you were using, let's say, a Vector challenging a sniper or a SCAR user in medium to long range. You'd straight up lose the gunfight. Being aware of these mistakes will help you more than you think. The quick fix is to put yourself into your enemy's perspective and put their tendencies in your head. If you're making these mistakes, there are chances other players are doing it too. So you capitalize from their mistakes for you to win most of your gunfights and win the game. Pre-aim in areas where enemies are bound to come out and plant yourself in positions where you're bound to win the gunfights. That's the only way you'll come out on top most of the time, regardless of the weapon you're using. The next mistake is reloading too often. Reloading for no reason will get you killed, and I'm sure every single one of you watching this are guilty of this habit, including me. The reason why you reload so much is because you think you're running out of ammo, but in reality you still have enough ammo to get more kills. 9 times out of 10, the lack of ammo is not gonna kill you, but the habit of reloading will. And reloading does slow down your movement, so you will be very easy to kill by your enemies. So, instead of reloading mindlessly, try to be more mindful when reloading your weapon. One thing you can do is try to get 2 kills before reloading your gun. That way you'll have an easier time breaking this habit. I am so guilty of this one. When I was a new player, I'd watch pro players and try to copy their sensitivity settings and stuff like that. Not only that, whenever I was playing bad, I'd usually blame it on my sensitivity and I'd keep changing it. But this slowed my progress as a player because my muscle memory can get used to a consistent sensitivity. This is why I haven't made any sensitivity tutorials. But if I am to make one, it will be basically a guide for you to follow in finding your own sensitivity. As humans, we are hardwired to copy people that are better than us. So rather than copying, I'll help you find out the perfect sensitivity. You could just practice with what you have now and achieve perfection with it. If you really think you have the wrong sensitivities, set them up for one last time. From there, practice your aim inside training mode and get used to it. Build that muscle memory in your fingers and you'll achieve sensitivity consistency in no time. A rule of thumb is, if you're an aggressive player, is to have a higher and reactive sensitivity, and if you're a passive player, have a slower and precise sensitivity. If you're watching this, there's a chance that you'll watch a lot of tutorials here on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, it's good that you want to get better and learn something new to improve your gameplay. But watching too much of these types of videos can give you information overload and can do you more harm than good. This is why I try not to upload daily, well, mainly because I'm lazy, but it's really about me trying not to induce viewer fatigue. I don't want you to end up watching all the tips and tricks with no results to show for it. So before watching another tutorial, make sure you apply the things you learned, test them in game to see if they work for you. Use your time wisely and be patient. Also, not all tips and trick will be applicable to you, so know which ones to accept and which ones to reject. Build on your skills as a gamer, but be careful not to go too fast or to be game over for you. There are a lot of things that could go wrong in game, but after knowing them, let's focus on correcting our mistakes. And that's it for this video. If you are looking for tips to improve your gameplay, I'll recommend you watch this video. I explained 5 tips and tricks to help you improve. Well, that's it. I'm Spart. Stay legendary.